sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
That's complete. It is the rookie from Washington. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
This is Quinshon Judkins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game. It's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground, and when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
That's another Browns first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
It's a jet sweep, and it's Judy. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They bring Judy in motion. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Seventh play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Shedeur. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
from the gun, it's Sanders. He pulls it in around the 5. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's now 3rd and
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and for the touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Panthers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here is Anais Smith. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the 1st overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Browns offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Sanders.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Derek Brown getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Sanders will throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Cleveland.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Now Shador. Right back to Judy. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple, as we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's another Browns 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Judgment. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
As Stewart on first down, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Sanders to throw. A short one that is caught by Fannin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On third down, Sanders. And he can't get away. Down he goes back at the 16.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Young hands it to Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. They try to run for it with Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of the football.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Open man downfield is Lee Gett. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
On 2nd down, Young. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Tenerella McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 10-7.
Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the catch. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. It is 2nd and 9. Now, Sanders. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes. take it in over the middle. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, Shador. That's deep for the that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Browns will get out in front 17-7.
Panthers 7.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. We get on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
A second down throw for Young. Forced to his right. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Third, they need 8. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun here on third down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he's on to punt for the second time. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll run the toss here with Judkins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, they had a shot there. It hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. Come back out to the 20. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He's going to take a shot. sends it down the middle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Coker. Touchdown, Panthers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. His kick is good. Panthers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Judkins. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Princely Umanmielen is there to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Judkins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
From the gun, it's Shador. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun, it's complete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out, and he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go play action now with Sanders. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down here, Sanders on the move left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the
So this is a part of the
48-yard
game that
line.
everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Fourth quarter,
line.
you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Sanders. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
A gain of 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Young. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
McMillan, the man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. That's Lee Guess. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's a Carolina first down.
And the Panthers.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Young to throw again on second down. This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Panther first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Pass into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Here we go, first and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Tataroa McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
The score, Panthers 21, Browns 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This returnable for Wallace. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with first and 10. They'll run here, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's out wide. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And Fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. And good work there to get the first down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the first down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball. And that's the utmost importance, and fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's Sanders to throw. A short one that is caught by Fanning. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Now Shador. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line, and that will all but end this game.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we wish you a good night from Cleveland.